my friends, this is Kachi, also known as Delakaba, and I am here with Valheim Mistlands. Now, I've played Valheim literally from when it very first came out and was available just on itch.io. My friend Zombie, Morning Zombie, turned me on to it, and I've had a lot of fun playing it. I haven't played it in almost a year and a half, and with this new update that came out, I've just got to get in there and give it a go. We've got animal taming now, and the Mistlands are a new place to go, and I think it'd be absolutely rockin' to start a fresh game and see what all has changed and all of that. So we're going to go to start game, and I'm sure I've got some old characters here. Oh, yep, there's Hadvar Frekison, and there's Sigurd. There should be a Griselda here too. There she is. So what we're going to do is we're going to select new, and we'll do a male character. Let's give him his split braids, and there we go. That's the way I wear my hair and beard. We got male. Hair tone is fine. Don't care about blondness. What shall we name him? Yeah. There we go. Ivar Ragnarsson, in honor of Ragnar the Boneless. There we go. Ivar Ragnarsson, start. As you can see, yeah, here's worlds. I name my worlds after whatever the character is, so we're going to do new. And call the world Ivar. Oh, 5 character minimum, okay. And we're going to make the seed. Ivar Ragnar. There we go. Let's do it. Long ago the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the boughs that held their prison to the world tree and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors. Dead to the world, they would be born again in Valheim. One of the things that we have is the first person mod, which is a lot of fun. Makes it interesting. It's very helpful sometimes for building, and it also makes like shooting the bow a real pleasure. And there we are. Pick up some sticks and some stones. Now, this right here registers the location of the first of the bosses. And it shows right on our map here. And this is the sacrificial stone for the first of the bosses. His antlers are branches of iron. They crack the rocks and bring down the mountains. His hooves are the sound of thunder. His voice a howling gale. And pretty epic. But Normally we would be greeted by Hugin, at least the way I remember it from the last time I played, so I guess we'll see. So we're going to need the material to get some of our first stuff going. If I hit tab, that brings up our inventory. You can see we've got a rag tunic we're wearing. We've got nothing else. To make a stone axe, we're going to need 5 wood and 4 stone. We've got 2 wood and 2 stone, so we can look around for branches. We also want to eat something as immediately as possible, so I'm going to grab these raspberries. In the game, our hit points and our stamina are based on the food that we've eaten, and we can eat up to 3 different kinds of food to have effects stack. So hopefully we'll spot some mushrooms, but I'm just going to right click that in my inventory to eat, and that's 10 minutes worth of food. To get wood, as I was about to say, we can either find sticks on the ground or we can punch small trees, which is not a bad thing to do, because in this game the way you gain experience is by doing things. So punching gains punching experience, you know. See, I think we need, okay, so we can make our stone axe. That's going to be our very first step. Get that stone axe. The torch can be used as a weapon. It doesn't do a lot of damage from impact, but it sets enemies on fire. The axe makes an excellent weapon, and it allows us to break trees. Ah, and we've got company. And that resin that we just picked up from him means we now have the ability to make another torch if we need to. There's a stone. Generally, on the starting island, if you go north or south, you will hit a coast. I think I'm going to look south. We've got daylight. And basically, I want to get enough materials to build a hammer, so I'm going to chop down a tree. Immediately start improving our wood skills. And I'm hoping I can find a coastline and find a small building to take over, rather than building from scratch. Watch out, the trees will kill you if they fall on you. I'm going to break up the stump. And if I get this just right, I can hit the stump and the tree at the same time, but I can't quite get it. I wonder if in the settings I turned off Hugin. I bet you that may be the case. Let my stamina build back up. There we go. Got to break this into logs. The yellow bar that's right under my character is my stamina. It's going to take a lot of chopping the first time around. There we go. Oh, we got more rocks here. That's great. There should be another log here somewhere. We can't chop the birch. The birch is too hard. But if we knock down another tree... Oh, there it is. It just didn't fall all the way. That's all. Whoa, that was close. Good thing that broke. Alright. So we've got some wood and we've got some stone. I'm going to make a hammer. Because that's going to unlock some recipes, and I'm going to make a club. Club will go in 1, axe in 2. Torch I put all the way on the end. There we go. Let's head south. Oh, here's a building. our starting location will always be marked on the map, always and forever, unless you purposefully get rid of it. So that means we can always find our way back. Now we also see that the marker for the boss is very close to it, so it means, you know, we'll be able to find that. We're going to check south. If we don't hit a coastline relatively quickly, we may turn around and go back north, but I think I see coastline already. Or it might just be going into a big valley, but we'll know soon enough. Right there he is. The resin is very useful, so very good to have that. Looks like we've got a river that cuts through, which is good because, so normally you'll only see these really steep valleys like this if there's a river that usually cuts between kind of two islands, and that means all we have to do is check in both directions and we'll know which coast is closer. Alright, there's a building across over there. Here we go. We've got a piggy. That is going to be meat and hide. The deer's too fast for us right now. Come back here, you. There we go. The deer will be too fast. But yeah, so this goes to coastline over here. Was hoping we'd spot some mushrooms. Right now we've got 31 hit points. If we ate some mushrooms, we'd be up around 45. Once we manage to get deer or meat from a number of different sources. Here we go. This guy down here is called a neck, and their tails are delicious. They're also pretty easy to defeat, so bonus. I gotta be careful I don't start swimming, because if I start swimming I will I'll automatically sheath my weapon. And a steep incline like that, if you've got the stamina and start running, you'll be able to run up it even though you can't walk up it. Yeah, this is coming down to the coast here. Once we get to the coast, we're going to look at the map and get a look at things relative to each other. Might as well pick up that branch. Alright, so let's look at the map quick. So you can see, so actually we're west. We are west. So I'm actually going to follow the coastline up, because if I can find somewhere to settle that's on the coast and just a short distance from there, that would be magnificent. This is also going to be a great place for a great way for us to get some flint, which will give us a much better axe, because we'll find flint along here as we go. There's some. Here's some more. We're going to need it for a couple of things, and so it's in our best interest to pick up all of it that we can as we travel here. I'm just going to I'm going to double click at a place that's about even with our spawn point, just because it'll help me track how far up the coast we've got to go to be in alignment with it. So I'm just going to run along the coast and gather bits of wood and flint, stone. The odds are real high that we'll come across something. And we're in the meadows. When we see pine trees, that means dark forest, and you don't want to go in unless you've been working on your sneaking and things. If we encounter gray dwarves, We're going to defeat them. If we encounter necks, we're going to defeat them. Pigs, same thing. We've got an open field here. This could be exactly what we've been looking for. Yeah. Food is good. I could eat it every day. So here we are, about even. And if we're real lucky, there'll be a building here somewhere. Looks like it's open up this way too. So we're just going to get a glance up there. Alright, we have a burial mound. Sometimes there's bones. Oh, here we go, yep. Grab those. No buildings in this field. But there is a pig. We need his hide and his meat. We need deer, but we've got to make a bow before we can really go after deer. So, alright, well, let's check and see if we spot any buildings here. Hello. Left. It is left click to attack and right click blocks. We do have a standing stone in the field, but I'm not seeing any buildings. I was able to hit him before he turned around, so I got the backstab bonus. This is not a bad little point down here. Really kind of surprised we haven't encountered any buildings yet. I'm going to look a little farther along the coast here. But I really think that settling on this west coast, relatively close to our spawn point, is probably our best answer. There you are. Is this a different field or just the same field a little farther along? I think it's the same field a little farther along. I got the backstab bonus, but it wasn't enough. There we go. There's a building. Plenty of trees around. Flint to be had. It's going to be relatively quick to repair because of its size. It's just right. I mean, right on a little stream, which is awesome. So we've got the actual coast and a stream. No bees or other critters. Alright, so I'm going to select my mallet. I'm going to right click and it'll allow us to make things. We want to go to crafting, and what we want to build is a workbench. I'm going to just set it right here against the back wall. With that made, that's going to unlock some recipes. And I'm going to select repair, and I'm going to fix the stuff that's present. I'm sure we'll have to cut some trees. And I'm going to take out this right here with my middle mouse click. I want to make sure I've got bare ground there and that is open. Now I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to building, and I'm going to select the 45-degree thatched roof. We use our middle mouse wheel to rotate it. So we're going to fix the roof. Then I'm going to select a door, and I'm going to get it in here. And here on this bare ground, I'm going to build a fire under miscellaneous, right there. That will ensure that its smoke goes up instead of inside. And you can see we're almost out of wood because we've only got a bare minimum of things that we can build. I'm going to put that up there, so. And now I'll need to actually gather some wood. I need to get off of my my hammer in order to make other things available, like the axe and stuff. I'm going to cut this tree right here and hope it knocks down this birch. Nope. But that is okay. Now I got some resin. Sometimes when you cut trees, you'll get resin, especially if you're doing it in the pine forest. I'm swinging, so I'm hitting both logs. I'm using it to smack into the birch tree in hopes that I might knock that birch tree down. Oh, it hit me. Oh, you. Come here, you. You can see that my club actually does a better job at killing these guys than my axe does. I need to chop out this stump. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to roll the tree enough. Pick that up. That rolled too far though. We should be able to get some good momentum going though. Come on, up you go. Yeah, see, that did 49 damage to something over here, but it's not doing anything to the tree. I'll stop screwing around with it. Just want to get the wood and the resin. But it's nice we've got a tree right here at the front corner, and of course they, even if they could get past the fire, it doesn't change the fact that we're going to have something in there to get in their way. Alright, let's go ahead and get inside. But before we do, we're going to select that. We're going to go to furniture, and we're going to select the torch. And we're going to put one right here and right here, because fire keeps the local critters away. The necks don't like fire. There we go. The necks do not like fire, so that will keep them away. Let's go to building. Let's grab our roof section. Make sure it fits appropriately. There we go. And then we're going to go to our hammer for repairs and repair these roof sections. Outer beams. I think that should be everything. Now I'm going to put up a cross piece right up here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Darn it, come on, go up there. There it goes. I'm going to do the same on the other end. If there's, oh, there already is one, we'll just repair it then. So right click, select the hammer for repairs. There we go. Well, you're just bound and determined to get yourself killed, aren't you there? Alright, so get on inside, get off of the building element and close the door. Now I'm going to select my hammer again. I'm going to go to crafting and I'm going to select a cooking station. And I'm going to put it crossways because that will keep things from just walking in here. It'll act as a barrier. And for now, one is good enough. Then we are also going to right click, go to furniture, we're going to select a bed. And the bed has to be within a certain distance of a fire, and we will easily make that distance in here. There we go. And then I'm going to make a chest and I'm going to put it right at the head of the bed. Going to go to the hammer and finish these repairs. Should be everything. And there we go. So the torches outside will help keep the necks and the gray dwarves at bay. They don't like fire. And so if you've got your torch and you're getting kind of overwhelmed by them, just snatch your torch out. You'll take it in your left hand. He's making mad noises, but there's nothing he can do about it. Alright, so I'm going to get back to my regular tools. I'm going to access the workbench. You can see we've got a bunch more recipes here. Bunch more recipes. Among those should be a flint axe. There it is. We need 6 flint to make it. We've only got 5. We're 1 shy. But you'll see this icon with the hammer. This repairs our items for free. So it's important to do that. It's important to do that. I made sure and hold on to 1 resin for making a replacement torch. But now it's time to make some tasty food. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm just, if I look at the bottom, it'll say use wood, and that's how we add wood to the fire. I'm going to fill it right up. Then at the top it says cook item, and it'll put whatever we have to cook up there. If we want to be specific, we can put it up in our hotbar and then use the numbers to place it. It'll give a hiss and a pop and change to cooked, and it's very recognizable right there. If we left it, it would do that a second time, but then it would turn it to coal. Alright, so we are going to right click to eat the cooked boar. We're going to right click to eat another raspberry, and then we're going to finish cooking up the meat we have on us. There we go. And that is going to help us a lot. The boar meat has almost doubled our hit points. And then the last thing is we're going to claim the bed, and then we're going to sleep.